Hello everyone, hello, Katie here, and today I'm planning from the 11th through the 17th. And I forgot to mention last week that Mother's Day just happened. Well, this comes out on Mother's Day. I spent a couple weeks with family here, so I got to do some Mother's Day activities while they were here. And and realized I kind of booked a friend here on Mother's Day weekend that she's also a mom. We both realized, hey, this is probably not the weekend to be doing this. So we moved it to this weekend, this coming weekend here. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm cleaning up the house. As you know, when you're with family, you just let everything go. And I, in the past, have had trouble letting go of my space and, letting people like just come in. But this time was a true practice of it because it was so meaningful to have them here. And I just am so happy I was so present in it all. I am now just kind of resetting the house. I'm doing like a late spring cleaning because we did some cleaning before, but yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. There's not a lot of explanation besides that. So I am thinking, because if you haven't seen my last video, I got this lovely, let's see if I can get it on screen here, my little washi, here, this little guy, very happy with it, gorgeous. I'm just going to use some washi tape to put this together. I don't know, I just didn't want to do any stickers this week. And I think that's about it. I'm trying to make lists today because yesterday I was going through and just doing those really top important things, and today I'm more going, okay, now I need to brain dump. Now I need to go through and see what I actually can or can't do. Also in our neighborhood, people are very busy today. It's a Thursday when I'm filming this. The seagulls were having an absolute party, or they were very upset somebody was coming near their nest. It was one or the other. So they might chime in again, but right now they're quiet. So I will take that. But lots of people, I think, coming back to things too, because here in the Netherlands, it was 2 weeks of called May holidays, or because there's a series of holidays in there that a lot of time is off, and so they give the kids 2 weeks off. And so this is just a couple days back. Actually, their first day back was yesterday. And then I think I do want one. I want washi, or I'm just looking at the highlights here, what I'm going to do. Their second day back was today, but my son didn't have school today because he didn't have enough teachers. Yeah, there's a shortage of teachers here. So he will go back tomorrow, and then they're going to have to reevaluate next week. So his schedule is way in limbo here. But yeah, that's kind of how things are going. Let's see. I'm kind of wondering, I want to use some of these up. So I'm thinking, do I want a purple? Trying to think here which ones. I'm trying to see what I can pair here of combo. These can kind of go together. And then a green, sometimes green and purple is really nice. I'm kind of wondering about this. Strawberries are more June, so I'm going to wait on those. These two colors are really lovely together, like a taupe and an orange. But I'm kind of wondering, and these two are really lovely together too because they match. These would be lovely to do more of a matchy thing. But how can I use these? Or just double blue? That might match how I'm feeling right now because my family went home. I'm wondering about some blue, because blue is also kind of hopeful as well. There's a lot of blue skies. So let me try that. Let me try some blue. And of course, I'm not going to measure exactly on here because I'm just going to, use the dispenser here. But I'm kind of wondering, I'm getting out my little pouch here. Would this taupe, because it would go with this one. Maybe I'll do a combo of 3 of these, kind of blue and taupe, and then this is kind of a lighter taupe, brown, tan, something like that. I'm trying to keep it really simple too. So I do like how this last couple weeks went. I mean, I'm only here, so I'm kind of working my way through it. See, this is where I need to dump my to-dos right now. Sometimes I use my own, I used it at the beginning here. Sometimes I don't always use it, but I do have my brain dump here. I could, looking at this, I actually got a lot of these things done. But this is my energy planner where I may put one of these in and just sort through everything. And right now I just want to kind of decorate this. I'm trying to think if I have any extra of those printed out. So I did print an extra one of these with rings, and I try to just use up the printouts that I have. And I'm thinking about using it as, what I like to do sometimes is not have it stuck in here so I can kind of keep it as I go through a couple weeks and use it as a bookmark. So what I do is kind of do that. And let me, I'll do a brain dump in a little bit. But let's kind of I'm kind of feeling, now that I'm flopping back and forth here, see, my ADHD is strong today. Definitely strong. So I'm going to highlight a bit and then see what happens. So I think I'll use this one instead of this one this time. I know I've been kind of flopping back and forth. I really wish they were not labeled for both, but it does help to have them already filled out, though. I mean, I don't deny that. I don't deny that. Okay, now that we have like the taupe on there, I'm kind of thinking about layering this one first. And I'm trying to think, where am I going to put this? I'm wondering about like right here in the middle. Did I do them both in the... No, I did a little differently last time. So here's the thing, it's like I can definitely draw this out, but like for making it kind of measured on here. I know this is not how you use it. You just kind of tear it, but I'm just trying to see if I can. I'm experimenting. So let's say we tear it there. And again, these aren't going to be precise. This is not the name of the game here. I do want to use these scissors though. And do I want to do it to the top? Yeah. Oh, I also thought about using my new stamps, but I don't know. I think I'll do it next time. There we go, a little bit more flat. And I'm going to get good at approximating like how much I need. Let's try that. And these are kind of see-through, so you get to see the line underneath. Again, these are very old sterling ink ones, but I do kind of like that. What else? What else? I mean, I can kind of stick this here to make sure I don't put anything there. Now coming back to the blue. I don't know about the dark blue now. I'm kind of wondering about the light blue because that keeps it a little bit more spring-like. Where am I going to put this? I'm thinking about here. Kind of doing something horizontal. Yeah, these are older washies, so they're just kind of coming up. And then here. Is that weird? It's kind of weird, but I think if I keep up this pattern, it's going to make a little more sense. There's something about just experimenting, right? Let's see, maybe this needs to be taken off. You know, it's not really a purpose. I could put blue up here. That would make more sense, right? So I'll keep this to the side. See, I think that was throwing it off a little bit. So if I do this up here, I think I do want to see the week 12 though. I don't need to. Did I make it long enough? Not really. Let's see if I can use a scrap here. It's not sticking the best, so that's why. Let's see. Just kind of doing that. I don't know. Let's see what we can do on these. So I think I'll put blue for the weekend. I'm going to approximate there. And I think I'll highlight this first. So I did get my pre-order in for next year's book. We'll see how it goes. I know she's still slightly changing some things as she's sending it to the printer. Yeah, I still want to see these numbers. And maybe that's what I should have done on the other ones. Because that looks really pretty. Being able to see the font. There's something with like seeing the typography with the gold and stuff. So I'm wondering if that's what's throwing me off here. I would not be surprised if these don't stick as well. I think I'm gonna have to leave this book shut, and thankfully I am working on a different spread. But I think I'm just gonna have to like push these all down here. So that's that. And then I wanted to put some taupe across the bottom. So that's a long one. a little long there. Is this long enough? I think so. I think that's good enough. Then I might keep this a little simpler. It's still kind of screaming something here. It needs a little something. I'm looking at my stamps here and seeing if... So these are the new stamps I got. And I'm wondering about just using a few. These are some dots because these do have kind of dots in them. I don't think I'll use this one because it's not heavily coffee. So I'm wondering about just using these just to kind of give a little extra. Let's see. I think I want to bring this kind of like here. Okay. Okay. I really wanted a dots like this to, I'm thinking like down here. And yeah, I know I can kind of stamp them multiple times here. Let's kind of do that and then like this. Kind of. Looks like ink splatters. That's adding a little bit more dimension here, so I'm kind of liking that. I do like how it's a bit darker. I think it'll just wipe off of the washi. So I don't want to get on the washies too much there. Oop, that's a little too same. Just kind of do that. There we go. Something like that. And then let me put this here. And just kind of maybe make it go up the side a little bit more. Oop, that was a little bloopy. Kind of like that. This almost looks like a butterfly, so let's put this out here this way. Like that a little bit. Actually, I want to take it like both ways there. There we go. Okay, a little less butterfly there. And let's see, make sure I don't get my hands in this because I am famous for doing that. And seeing, because I like this kind of being, I could kind of put some splatters there. But do you see the vision a little bit? Do you see that I have some kind of vision here? Yeah, there is definitely some ink drying here. Is it exactly the same? No. Is it showing up on camera very great? Sorta. I do love this ink. I love how it goes on, and once it dries, it's really pretty. As far as I know, stampings. I don't know stampings that well. I only have one color, black. That would be fun to get a few more. I did have a few others at one point, and then in the move, I had to let them go. Sometimes I like to decorate this the same. So I think, because all the verticals are long, I'm going to have this go up the side. Yeah, this, just a little bit more there. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting washi tape on the side, especially since it's a ring printout. I printed it out on it's the Sterling Ink ring Tomoe River paper, and I didn't have to punch the holes in it, so I was just kind of using what I had. I can't really get that paper here. I can get it in the US, but yeah, I just wanted to tape up that side. And then cut off these. And you may say, like, well, you have a to-do list area here. Why do you need to do this? This is definitely when I am needing to move this to the next week here. And this will be neutral enough that hopefully it'll still kind of go. Like, you can do whatever you want decor-wise. But I definitely was looking at, oh my goodness, my list is pretty long. And I need to get it out of my brain, out of my noggin. So I am going to write some things here and in here. I pulled a card. I got the High Priestess, and I'm going to write down that definition in one of these here. And it is trust in your divine feminine wisdom. Your intuition knows the truth. I'm trying to go by intuition right now. I'm kind of listening in and seeing what I need to do. So let me fill out like what I usually do in here, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I wrote in my titles here, and I'm going to use this as a done list. So these are things I'm going to list out when they are done, because I use this to get everything out of my head. And what I do is I just put a dot for like how much energy I think it's going to take to do them. A lot of this is cleaning, and I just want to be really careful of my energy right now. I did a bunch yesterday, I'm doing a bunch today, and I have to, I don't have to get these all done today. So I put dots for where I think they are, and then I can check them off here, or I can put a symbol of like if I offboarded it, or if I, what's it called? So these are the questions I have on the other side. So how can hard tasks become easier? I'm breaking them down. I'm just going to do these out loud because I kind of know. So I'm breaking them down here. Well, I have like bathroom, but then I have like 2 things underneath there. I'm actually almost done with this, but I wanted to put that on there just because there's one last little thing I need to do. And actually I need to put the bottles. One of the bottles is leaking and I can't get it open, and I want to transfer it to the other bottle that doesn't leak. That's just, you know, little things like that, right? Floors, because we're going to deep clean all the floors. And then down here I had some more like admin stuff I'm looking at. So I'm just going to kind of keep this in here as a bookmark. And then when I get things done, I'll put them here, but I have a feeling like these will probably go to the next week. So I just like to have it moving around too, because then you can kind of see things. It's like, oh, well, if that's covering, like if I actually like taped it in here, like you could have this as a little flop back and forth in the middle, which is kind of nice. Especially if that kind of like covered your to-do list. And then here you're putting things that are done and referencing this somewhat. I mainly, you know, don't need to look at this part except maybe like a meal or two, but then I can see all of this at once, kind of like a dashboard. And you can also like draw this in somewhere as well. But what I want to do is do hourly here. So now that my husband's back at work, we're roughly seeing where he is. Let's see. He'll be here. Yeah, the commuting time is a lot. But he's also kind of like learning. Actually, it's here. He's learning how to cut down some of that time, and I think we're going to move one of the bikes over to where he's closer at, and there's going to be a day of working at home that they have not voted which day that's going to be. So at some point, he's only going to be doing it 4 days a week. And so we just kind of have to wait until that happens. And then we used to get, we are still getting a few grocery deliveries on Fridays, but since he's not here anymore, and that's the thing, actually, he may go to Fridays, being here for Fridays. So now I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that, because we're going to shift to Saturdays in 2 weeks, but then I'm like, wait, he might shift to having Fridays off. Oh, this is coming apart. So I'll just put all of his hours on there just so I know. And then my son's hours, let's see, get my blotting paper here. My sticker is rotating because it won't stick to this blotting paper very well, and it just is moving around. So my son has a thing here. And then he goes to 2:30. Yeah, his schedule is kind of up in the air. Let's see down here. 8:30 to 1:45. There was rumors next Wednesday is going to be off, but we'll see. Oh, no school. Let's put that up here. I think for both days, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so my son could probably help me with groceries on this Friday. And then we're going to switch to Saturdays. But like, we really like it on Fridays. And if he's here, if he's working at home. Okay, so we only have 3 days of school next week. Put it one over here. That, so we see the overlap, and then Wednesday, all three of us, huh? Let's see, so I have a 10, 15, so I'll have to leave it like 9:30. Actually, let me do dots. I like to do dots for commuting time. Like that. So it's not going to last too long. If you are curious, that is what I do. I shared it in the Sterling Ink and everyone really liked it. So let's see. We also put the bin out here. And then I need to get the bin in probably around 9 the next morning. They usually come at 8. So I'll put that there. Yeah, I'm kind of taking over more of the household stuff. We're splitting a lot because my husband was here, but now that he's gone, It's twofold, right? It's like this place is a lot easier to clean, so I don't mind it as much. Also, except for my son having some extra school days here, he doesn't do too bad, like keeping, like making messes too bad. So it's when, let's see, I'm gonna get this tape back on. So it's kind of nice to have everyone out of the house because then there aren't big messes being made. So, and then I'm going to be helping more in the mornings to make lunches and things. So yeah, it's just a shift in everything, and I don't mind it right now because I'm also not doing pick up and drop off anymore. My goodness, it's not that hard, but it also is just really taxing. And I have to say now that, I just monitor, my son coming home, making sure everything's okay there, then it's all good. Let's see. And then here, I'm not sure what time that is on the weekend there or something. And then, is that it? I think that's it. So yeah. So also I could have this like right here on the weekend and then kind of reference things going forward, or I can, again, just kind of keep it right there during the week as well. But also, here's the nice thing. Maybe I don't want to see it and I just want to do that. Like there are times when you just don't want to see your to-do list and you want to see a to-done list. So, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I kind of like how I decorated it so it kind of just blends in right there. We get our meals tomorrow because technically right now it's Friday, so I won't put these here yet like I typically do. There's always just a few things during the week we need. Oh, and then I'll circle these once the week is kind of done and put some meal stuff on there. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to offer a little bit of a surprise right now, and that is that this printable energy planner, if you use the coupon code on screen or go to my description, you can go to my website and download it for free. I have two versions. It'll let you download one of whatever size that you want. And this is the small handwriting one, and today it's working pretty well. My hand's a little shaky because I've been cleaning, and sometimes it just gets a little, I had the word in my head, a little overworked, I guess. So my handwriting was a little shaky during all of this a bit, but now it's kind of calming down. And I usually use the one with bigger handwriting. Let me show you real quick. So here is the one with bigger handwriting. I literally just take out a line per, so you just have double the lines here and here. And I personally write better in this size here, but you can just download whatever one you think feels best. And so when you get it, it's just, you get the size and then you get versions of it on left or right or both. Left or right, so it'll print on like the left or the right side, and then you can also just fold it like this. So go ahead and use that coupon code. It will be good until June 1st of 2026 if you're seeing this in the future. Yeah, it's just my little thank you if you want to try it out. And yeah, I find I don't use it like all the time, but I do have some more printables coming. And so it's kind of works together all as a system. And if you wanted to give this a try, if a brain dump will help you, and also, because you can use this with any type of planner, right? It can be this type of planner, or if you just have a vertical and you just don't have enough space, and this isn't enough space on the side, maybe you have some trackers here or here. Oh, I just realized I have to do the bottom here. Then you know, having this as like a little bookmark, and you can just kind of move it around as you go through your week. And I do like to fill this out if I'm just like really overwhelmed. So how can hard tasks become easier? What can be asked of others to delegate? What could safely wait until later? So those are things that you can kind of sketch here, or you can come up with a little system to mark like which ones are okay to wait until later. So, okay, I forgot to do the weather down here, so I'd like to put that in real quick. So starting on the 11th, we have 12/7. It has been getting warmer here. I definitely feel it. It's not as cool at night, which I'm a little sad about because we love having some cool air coming in at night. But we still have our vents cracked all night, but it's not as refreshing, you know, all night. So some rain moving in on Wednesday. Interesting. Get a little cooler here. Okay, that's nice. And then I have splotches here. Let's see if I can write on top. So this is Friday the 15th. %. So yeah, the design of having this info here is not the best. Usually by the weekend, I'm not too worried about it. Put a 2% here. And back on it here, 14, 10, 77. Rainy day here. So, yeah. Functional spread this week, definitely functional. And yeah, I hope you enjoy all of this. And if you did enjoy this, consider liking it on the way out. Consider subscribing. Consider hyping, I guess. That's the new thing. People are saying, like, if you hype it, which I did hype one video I watched. It was interesting. You get points to give to other people, I guess. I don't fully understand it, but I think it's just like doing a super like is kind of what it's just like knowing if you should push this video off to other people in the algorithm or not. So yeah, so here's my horizontal one more time. Here is the vertical here. Tell me, are you a horizontal person or a vertical person or a hybrid? What is your favorite layout for your planner? I would love to hear because I always find that fascinating. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.